first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First play, here's Cousins. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
11.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Burrow's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that incomplete nearly intercepted. Had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been a second, but instead it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down. First down, Minnesota.
On 2.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down at 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Give to Cook out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They run it again with Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On one, ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, Governor, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Open man is Thielen is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Cook. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Cook up the gut. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Cook again. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
On one, ready? 11, Thomas.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
All right, ready?
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down, here's Cousins. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Final play of the half, Cousins. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you've got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
A nice choke play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free-possession game.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Cousins. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now it's Burrow.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
Zay Jones.
23 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Well, Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Cousins. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to the ground. Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On second down, it's Cook again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24.
Lions 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And Detroit getting set to go now. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. To throw is Cousins. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good.
Cousins. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Cousins. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, Cousins. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Handoff comes to Cook. And some space here.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get